Welcome to the Englishstorywell channel, your ultimate destination for captivating stories that enhance your English learning journey. Here, we believe that stories are not just a form of entertainment, but a powerful tool to improve your language skills. Let's go to started.
Learning English can be both fun and practical when you practice through conversation. One of the best ways to improve your listening and speaking skills is through podcast conversations. In this story, we will explore an example of an English podcast conversation that covers a range of topics suitable for all levels of English learners. This conversation takes place between two friends, Sarah and John, who talk about their daily lives, hobbies, work, and future goals. Part 1. Morning Routine. Sarah and John meet in a coffee shop. John: Good morning, Sarah. How are you today? Sarah: Good morning, John. I'm doing well, thanks. How about you? John: I'm good too. I just finished my morning run, and now I'm ready for some coffee. Sarah: Oh, that's nice. I've been trying to start running in the mornings, but I find it hard to wake up early. John: It's difficult at first, but once you get used to it, it becomes easier. Running in the morning gives me energy for the whole day. Sarah: That sounds great. Maybe I'll give it another try. What time do you usually wake up? John: I wake up around 6 a.m. It's early, but the morning is quiet, and it's a good time to focus on yourself. Sarah: I think I'll set my alarm for 6 a.m. tomorrow. Let's see if I can stick to it. John: You can do it, Sarah. What do you usually do in the morning? Sarah: I usually wake up around 7:30 a.m. I drink some tea, eat breakfast, and then get ready for work. John: That sounds like a relaxing morning. What do you have for breakfast? Sarah: I like to eat toast with butter and jam, and sometimes I have cereal or eggs. John: I love eggs in the morning. They give you a lot of protein. Sarah: Exactly. What about you, John? What do you eat for breakfast? John: I usually have oatmeal with fruits like bananas or berries. It's healthy and keeps me full for a long time. Sarah: That's a good idea. I'll try oatmeal next time. It sounds healthy and easy to make. Part 2. Hobbies and free time. After talking about their morning routine, they move on to hobbies. John: So, Sarah, what do you like to do in your free time? Sarah: Well, I love reading books. I'm currently reading a mystery novel. It's so interesting. John: That's cool. I enjoy reading too. What's the book about? Sarah: It's about a detective who is trying to solve a crime. The story is full of twists and surprises. John: That sounds exciting. I usually read science fiction. I love stories about the future and space. Sarah: Science fiction is fun too. Have you read anything interesting lately? John: Yes, I just finished a book about a colony on Mars. It was about how people try to survive on another planet. Sarah: Wow, that's fascinating. Do you ever watch movies based on the books you read? John: Sometimes, but I think books are better than movies because you can imagine the story in your own way. Sarah: I agree. Books let you use your imagination more. Besides reading, what other hobbies do you have? John: I enjoy playing the guitar. I've been practicing for a few years now. Sarah: That's amazing. I've always wanted to learn how to play a musical instrument. John, you should give it a try. Playing music is a great way to relax and have fun. Sarah: Maybe I will. What kind of music do you play? John: I play a mix of everything, rock, pop, and sometimes classical. It depends on my mood. Sarah: That's impressive. Do you play in a band? John: No, I just play for fun. Maybe one day I'll join a band, though. Sarah: You definitely should. You have the talent. Part 3. Work and career goals. After discussing hobbies, the conversation shifts to work and future goals. John: So, how's work going for you these days? Sarah: Work is busy, but it's going well. I'm working on a big project at the moment. John: That sounds exciting. What's the project about? Sarah: It's a marketing campaign for a new product. We're trying to come up with creative ways to promote it. John: That sounds like a lot of work, but also very rewarding. Sarah: Yes, it is. I enjoy being creative and working with a team. What about you?
How's your job going?
John: It's going well. I'm working as a software developer and I'm learning new things every day. Sarah, that's great. What kind of projects are you working on? John, right now, I'm developing an app that helps people track their fitness goals. It's a challenging project, but I'm enjoying it. Sarah, that sounds useful. I could definitely use an app like that to track my running progress. John, when it's finished, I'll let you know. You can be one of the first to try it. Sarah, I'd love that. Do you see yourself staying in this job for a long time? John, I think so. I enjoy coding and solving problems. But in the future, I'd like to start my own company. Sarah, that's an ambitious goal. What kind of company would you start? John, I'd like to start a tech company that creates apps and tools to help people with their daily tasks. Sarah, that's a great idea, John. I'm sure you'll succeed with your skills and passion. John, thanks, Sarah. What about you? Do you have any long-term career goals? Sarah, I'd like to become a manager one day. I enjoy leading teams and helping people grow in their careers. John, you'd make a great manager. You're always so organized and positive. Sarah, thanks, John. I'm working hard to develop my leadership skills. Part 4. Future Plans and Dreams. As the conversation continues, they discuss their future dreams and plans. John, speaking of the future, do you have any travel plans coming up? Sarah, yes. I'm planning a trip to Japan next year. I've always wanted to visit Tokyo and explore the culture. John, that sounds incredible. Japan is on my travel list too. What do you want to see there? Sarah, I want to visit the temples, try the food, and experience the city life. I've heard Tokyo is amazing. John, it definitely is. I'd love to go during the cherry blossom season. It looks so beautiful. Sarah, yes, that's when I'm planning to go. It's going to be a dream come true. John, I'm sure it will be. I've always wanted to travel to Europe as well. Maybe next year I'll visit Italy. Sarah, Italy is beautiful. I went there a few years ago, and the food was amazing. John, I can imagine. I'd love to visit Rome and see all the historical landmarks. Sarah, you should. There's so much history there. What other places would you like to visit? John, I'd also like to go to Australia. The beaches and nature look incredible. Sarah, Australia is on my list too. It's such a diverse and interesting country. John, we should plan a trip together someday. It would be fun to explore new places. Sarah, that sounds like a great idea, John. Let's make it happen. Part 5. Learning English through conversations. They reflect on how they have improved their English. John, Sarah, I think our conversations have really helped me improve my English. Sarah, me too, John. Talking to you has been a great way to practice. John, I agree. It's important to speak English regularly to get better. Sarah, yes, and it's not just about learning grammar and vocabulary. It's also about being confident and comfortable speaking. John, exactly. I used to be shy when speaking English, but now I feel much more confident. Sarah, same here. The more we practice, the easier it gets. John, that's why podcasts and conversations are so helpful. You can listen to real-life English and practice speaking at the same time. Sarah, yes. It's a great way to learn. We should keep doing this more often. John, definitely. The more we talk, the more we learn. Conclusion. Through this friendly podcast conversation, Sarah and John shared their daily routines, hobbies, work experiences, and future dreams. They also reflected on how practicing English through conversation has improved their skills. Whether you are a beginner or an advanced learner, regular conversations and podcasts can help you improve your English speaking and listening abilities. Keep practicing, stay confident, and enjoy the process of learning English. Welcome to another episode of Learn English with Podcast Conversation. In this video, you'll improve your English listening and speaking skills by following a fun and engaging conversation between two friends, Sarah and John. Suitable for all levels, this podcast covers daily routines, hobbies, work, future plans, and tips on learning English through conversation. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced learner, this podcast will help you gain confidence in speaking English and enhance your vocabulary. Practice with real-life examples and learn to communicate fluently in English. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more English conversation practice.
Whether you're a beginner or an advanced learner, our carefully curated stories cater to all levels, making learning English enjoyable and effective. Join our community of language enthusiasts and let the magic of storytelling transform your learning experience. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Dive into Englishstorywell, where every story is a step towards mastering English.